If you're a man who has a problem with women and they don't seem to be respecting you, you can't exert your boundaries, whatever it is, chances are when you were growing up, you had a mother or a mother figure that either didn't give enough love or was inconsistent with love or didn't allow you to be yourself. Was one of those things. So because you didn't receive unconditional support and love from a woman growing up, you seem to think having to earn love and beg a woman to respect you and beg a woman to love you and try and buy her love is a form of attachment. It's just how it should be. You don't know what the other side looks like. You don't know what it looks like to have a woman that says, are you hungry? Do you want to eat something? How can I help? Or did that upset you? I'm so sorry. Let me take that back. You don't know what that looks like because you didn't experience it in your childhood. And as a result, you go into adulthood looking for and accepting unacceptable behavior. So you have to just spot that pattern in yourself and break that habit. Otherwise, what will happen is in your desperate attempt to keep this woman, you've already lost her. And you're going to keep losing her in more and more disrespectful ways. Get worse. It won't get better. So if you have this mentality like, oh, my partner's going to change, she's just a bit traumatized, she's just a bit this, I'm not saying don't forgive people. But what I am saying is have your boundaries, and there's repercussions for crossing your boundaries rather than rewards for being disrespectful. Now, if you can bear that in mind, chances are you'll be able to attract and secure not only a better value woman, but you will become a better value man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Don. Happy to have you here. So let's get right into it. My lady came out here and she's talking about simps straight off top. Now, she didn't say that directly, but that's basically what she's talking about here. And it seems to kind of stem from the connection between the mother and the son. You know, she makes it seem though if there's a lack of love, a lack of affirmation that the son gets from the mother, that this can lead to behavior that can make men basically become simps. You know, he out here trying to chase women. He's trying to chase them with his wallet. He's trying to chase them with love and kindness. Like he's throwing everything out just to be able to pull this maternal energy to fill the void that he lacked from his youth. And when I think about that, I definitely believe there is a level of truth to that. And especially when I think of the Black community, the single mother thing is huge in the African American community. Well, and let me just pull up one little stat here. The share of mothers who are single mothers varies significantly by race and ethnicity. While 21% of all mothers were single mothers in 2023, 47% of Black mothers and 25% of Hispanic mothers were single mothers. Whereas if we look at the white mothers and Asian mothers, we're looking at 14%, 8%. So when I think of that, and I think of the issue when it comes to a lot of the African American men, I can see why there's so many simps out there. It just kind of start making sense, you know? Single mothers are busy. If they're doing single mothering right, they're working. They got to take care of them kids. They got to go out there, get that job, get that money, go to daycare, take kids' activities. Just let the list go on. And God forbid she's trying to actually have a relationship along the way. So all these are factors, you know, and it's so easy for a child to feel neglected and not get the full attention they deserve. But it's not because mama don't love them properly. It's most likely from the fact she's too damn busy. And that happens, you know. So it's unfortunate. And it's easy to just say, oh, well, women need to do better. I'm not going to bust the ladies over the head right now. I got to focus on my gentlemen. This is why we need men at home. Gentlemen, if you make the kid, take care of the kid, you will be doing society a great justice. 100%. I'm not saying go out there and just be super stepdad and just grab a single mother and run off into the night. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying specifically is if you made it, take care of it. Help that mother out, because it's not about the mother, it's about the kid, you know. And I feel like so much could be curbed if you can keep the father in their lives. And the father don't necessarily have to live in the house to be in the life. So that's a very big thing, brothers. And I really want y'all to take that home, because that's everything. So next on that, just to kind of go back into the meat, another aspect of the lack of mother-son connection is it leads them into chasing. They end up chasing women to try to fulfill that void. They end up spending money to try to fulfill that void, and it's just very simp behavior. They do anything to try to establish a connection, and 90% of the time is a complete turn off to most women. And I think I might overshoot that a little bit, but I feel pretty confident saying that women don't want to clingy, man. Women don't really respect you when you're throwing all your money at them, because women will sit there and catch all your money. They catch all your money if you're giving it to them. And I'm not even mad at them. God bless them. You're throwing your money. Why won't they take it? Be crazy not to. It's just unfortunate that sometimes they'll play with your emotions to get it. So that's the thing. So you have to protect yourself. You got to be careful on how you move. So when it comes to these women, you have to also, big point she brought up, establish boundaries, man. Because a lot of times when women are in these kind of relationships where it's just you're chasing or you're giving them money, what happens is they start stepping on you. They start moving funny. They start disrespecting you. And if you don't stand on business, you don't put 10 toes down and stop that right off rip, it's going to keep going. You can't rely on, oh, maybe she just having a bad day, or maybe things will get better. You never, ever, ever accept disrespect. That is unacceptable on all fronts. No matter if you're talking about a man, woman, whatever, whoever you talking about, we don't accept disrespect, gentlemen. Know that. Next week.
The reason I spread myself amongst so many women was because the nature of the relationship with my mother, there was a lot of abuse. And so in order to get that acceptance from women, I knew I could perform in the bedroom. I needed the acceptance I didn't get from my mom, and so I sourced it from women. And so I'm getting to get out these women that I care nothing about, just so I for real like, bro, like I'm trying, you know what I'm saying?
It's my love from my grandma that make me love.
He's using what he knows, the next best thing he knows, to try to get something that doesn't actually occur in this space. Like, you can't give that man maternal energy, right? That's why I feel like a lot of men looking for their mama. It feel like a lot of men expect to be taken care of a certain type of way. It's because they looking for an affirmation that doesn't actually come from romantic relationship. And I'm saying this as a nigga that did that.
I appreciate this brother for telling this story, because I'm sure it resonates with many men, many brothers. There's so many brothers out there on the street that's swinging the dick left and right, and whoever take it and making babies left and right, expanding on this single mother epidemic, especially in the Black community. And these guys don't know the core of it. They don't truly know the roots. But I guess if you look at the full picture, it's a vicious cycle of single motherhood, and the single motherhood leading to neglect, and these neglected dudes looking for maternal validation. They go out and find women, and these women, they impregnate, and then the cycle just keeps going. It's a crazy cycle. And what can help it end is for men to take responsibility for their children. But before you even get to the children, penile discipline is a must. Who you decide to share your seed with is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life. And so many people just throw it out willy-nilly. Like, you don't know what kind of situation you're going to leave your seed in. And it's so easy to just toss it and keep moving. But that thing you left behind has to live, has to survive. And if you left it with a crazy person just because you thought she had a big butt and some breasts, man, highly irresponsible. This is not the movement men make. This is not something we need to be taken into 2025. We gotta get past this, gentlemen. There's so much at stake for us as men, for the community, and for our own development, and for the future. We have to do better, So, end of the day, men be men, and we're gonna keep it moving on to the next. But thank you for stopping by the channel. Make sure you check out the next recommended video, because I'm gonna have more coming out soon. You take it easy. Peace.